Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. Welcome to My Time to Journal, an untrained person playing with lots of art supplies and having fun. Join me. Good morning, good morning. We are back into our tree book. And I learned over the weekend while I was out of town up in North Carolina in the Blue Ridge Mountains that there is another fire that started on Saturday on the west side outside the park, but right on the edge of the park of Yosemite. It's much bigger. It has 17,000 acres, over 17,000 acres. It's in Mariposa County, which is the county right next to Yosemite on the west side. 16%, this was as of last night, Monday night. 16% contained, 2,400 structures are threatened, 55 have been destroyed. Almost 3,000 personnel are fighting it. Really, really sad. So I went back to our trees being destroyed and did a map of California, which I traced and out of a book, a kid's encyclopedia book or map book, and atlas. That's a map book, Beth. Okay. And just colored it in with that gorgeous ochre chalk paint that I have, and just did a very simple Novato, which is under my thumb currently, San Francisco, Lake Tahoe, Yosemite, Los Angeles, San Diego. Novato is where I grew up many moons ago. I added some red spots for fires. The other fire, the Washburn fire, is still going, but it's being controlled and guided away from the park, which originally this was the direction this fire was going in, but I don't know what they're going to do now. They can't have the two fires merge. So I'm going to use this page. It's actually a pocket from when I originally made this junk journal a couple years ago. But I'm going to put over a piece of paper that I made on Instagram with trees that I swirled on, not Instagram, Procreate. I'm covering the back of the page that sticks out right here with paper that's sitting on my desk. And going to glue California down onto this green background. That kind of looks like marbling, but it's just actually pine needles and pine trees with a little bit of blue paint added in Procreate, and then I swirled it all on one of the paint brushes. And I wrote the facts of the oak fire, which is what it's called. Now, CAL FIRE is in charge of this one, which is a huge state government association that fights all these fires in California, it's in Mariposa County. I'm writing right there. Which is huge amounts of money from the state go there. The one in Yosemite, the Washburn fire, is being fought by the National Forest fighters. So they're under two different entities, government associations of firefighters and fire tracking and all that kind of stuff. CAL FIRE does have a lot more resources, I think, than the federal national park people, but I couldn't swear to that. But I just added it here just so that I can track these fires, and it's just so sad that they're already starting so early. California is very dry, very hot currently, and I wanted to kind of CAL FIRE's where I got my information from, where I usually go to for these things, as opposed to the USGS, which is the U.S. Geological Services. I think that's what that is, which is measuring earthquakes, and we had two more over the weekend in South Carolina. I think that's 38 and 39 since the end of December for us. Crazy. Don't mess with Mother Nature. Now, it makes me nervous because they said that the source of this fire is undetermined so far, which usually leads to human started somehow. And all the national parks, there was a thing in the Washington Post this morning about all the national parks and state parks, and they're all being affected by people, by COVID, by everything. And my sister and I, while we were in North Carolina, we were very careful. We wore masks everywhere, and we both have been not immunized, but got the vaccines and have the boosters and all that, and we still did all the other precautions too. And we stayed away from crowds. So, come back tomorrow. Let's see what we get into in our tree journal. Thanks for watching. Bye.